So what happened was you had this really lousy script, and I'll read you a little bit of it in a second. And you had a stranded company of dancers from Paris that had come over to perform in a theater that burned down, right? And so they were there with their sets and their props, and it was great expense. And it's like the impresario who hired them would have lost his shirt. So they got the brilliant idea to combine this company of dancers with this big group of people in this huge theatrical extravaganza, and turn it into something that had tacked on bits of song and dance. So I'm going to just do a little let's see here. Okay. Okay, so this is what he says. So this is Kendrick. He said it's okay. So this is the story of the Black Crook, 1866, 474 performances. So this is the longest running thing in its time. He said it stole elements of Goethe's Faust, of another play, a bunch of plays and operas, and it's set sometime around 1600 in Germany's Harz Mountains. So this is the story, and I just can only do it with puppets. Okay, so the evil count Wolfenstein realizes he will never win the affections of he's trying to win the affections. Evil Count Wolfenstein will never win the affections of the lovely peasant Amina, as long as her handsome sweetheart Rudolph, this is handsome sweetheart Rudolph, played by the wombat, as long as the sweetheart Rudolph is in the way. So Wolfenstein then, this is Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein calls in Herzog. So here's Herzog. Okay, so Herzog is an aging black crook. So the name of the thing. Okay, if you can follow this. Okay, so Wolfenstein wants the girl. Whoa, okay, and so we've got this guy. So he calls on his henchman Herzog, who is an aging crook-backed master of black magic. So that's where the play gets its title, right? So it's like this guy, the black magic guy. Okay, so the black magic guy, he stays alive by annually providing the devil with fresh souls. Of course, as one does. That's what you do if you have a hunchback and you're a practitioner of black magic. So Herzog agrees to make Rudolph. Rudolph is our main man. He's our hero. Okay, so Rudolph is our hero. He agrees to make Rudolph his next victim, but what he doesn't know is that, and it's going to be a hellish fate, Rudolph had been a hero because he saved a wounded dove in a snake attack. Okay, so and the wounded dove in the snake attack that this guy saved, that he saved the wounded dove. So the wounded dove in the snake attack turns out to be, believe it or not, Stalacta. Okay, so Stalacta is a grateful queen from the Golden Realm, right? So like he saves the life of a dove from the snake because he kills the snake, and then she shows up, and then she is going to protect him forever. And then what she does is she whisks him to safety, right, to her utopian kingdom, as one does, because you have a utopian kingdom. Imagine the staging of this, the staging possibilities. And then she gives him a ring, and she says, here, if I give you this ring, and if you kiss this ring, it will summon me. You know, I'll come and back you up if you just kiss the ring that I give you here. And so then he goes home, and then Wolfenstein's guards try to, Wolfenstein is after the girlfriend. So Wolfenstein then wants to, of course, he wants to kill this guy. It's like, so he wants to kill Rudolph. And then he summons this, then of course Rudolph summons the army of this woman, right, that's got the magic thing. So he kisses the ring. And then, so this is the dialogue, if you can imagine. So here he is, he's talking to his girlfriend, Amina, okay, and this is Rudolph. So this is an example of the really brilliant dialogue from this thing. So Amina is like, there seems to be a lurking danger in the air, a cloud between us and the coming light. Fear not. Here in the deep seclusion of our forest home, we are safe from all pursuit. Meanwhile, distant horn. There's hark! 'Tis Greppo calling in the huntsman. Let's go to meet him. Then there's music. They're crossing the stage when they are suddenly confronted by you know who, the evil Herzog, and Wolfenstein, and the rest of the evil Wolfenstein here, all right, okay, and the evil army, okay. So then Wolfenstein, you know, this is very melodramatic, isn't it? So Wolfenstein, you know what Wolfenstein is going to say. Ha ha! At last we meet! And Rudolph, staring back and drawing his sword, entrapped. Fly, Amina, seek safety with your people. My arms shall bear pursuit. And Amina is, of course, she's going to die with her honey. So she's like, no, 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 Rudolph, we will die together. And Wolfenstein, alive, alive, take him alive, yield. Rudolph, he who takes my sword must win it. Herzog, he pops up. Yeah, so Herzog is the evil guy with the Black Crook back, right? So Herzog shows up. Put up thy blade. She whom thou'st invoked is powerless to aid. And Rudolph, of course, realizes like he's got the secret weapon. So he's like, false wretch, but that's another's life hangs on the slender thread of mine. And though coward numbers swarmed on every side, I'll try this issue with my single sword. But know thou still art juggled with the power I once invoked, potent still. And now he kisses his magic ring. And then Stalacta emerges from the thicket. Stalacta, who is here played by Kanga, the magical Stalacta shows up and kicks everybody's ass, including Wolfenstein and including the evil. And then in the end, you've got triple sword combat, and you've got a pile of dead bodies. So all the bad guys are basically, completely smitten. And then Amina, of course, she's on her knees. She's in prayer, she throws herself into the arms of you know who. Yeah. So and that's the end. So that's the Black Crook. That's my dramatic reading of the Black Crook. Done with very little rehearsal, I must say, but I think there's something in that. Yeah. So it's like because I mean you'll remember the Black Crook now, right? Yeah. I certainly will. But it was just like that gives you just some idea of how utterly ridiculous this thing was, right? And why this show was popular, we have absolutely no idea, really. It's just a mystery. So let's go back to the screen share here.